Today I'm going to be breaking down how you can use Root Riders in combination with Witches here at Townhall 15 to 3-star any base. So if you didn't hear in that previous video, we do currently have a gold pass giveaway running, and of course all you need to do for that is like, comment and subscribe to us here at the Barracks. I will check all the comments and make sure you've subscribed as well, and we'll be doing those giveaways for a free gold pass if you guys do want to pick that up. But let's dive into the video. So here is the strategy we're going to be breaking down. Of course we have those 9 Root Riders and 10 Witches. This is a really spam based strategy and it's really easy to do. So let's jump in. There's a couple of things you're going to want to identify first of all with this strategy. The first of all being creating that funnel. So we're going to use a queen up on that top section as well as 3 witches. We're then going to use the siege barracks on the opposite side of the base. The queen's going to be coming in, healer, puppet, invisibility vial. King's going to be coming in with the giant gauntlet as well as the rage vial, and we have the double tome on the grand warden, haste and hog on the royal champion. Typically with the king on this particular strategy, you don't need to bring those earthquake boots because that is what the Root Riders are for. Now we don't really want to, worry about going opposite town hall side with this strategy. You can pretty much enter from any section, but on this particular one, we are going to be going straight in, taking down that town hall nice and quickly. The only thing you need to be careful about is trying to time your Eternal Tome ability, because of course the Town Hall as well as the poison can do some pretty serious damage onto your witches, which of course are going to be coming in behind. Now we're going to want to use that overgrowth spell that we have. We're going to want to use it on some of those key defenses. You'll see we pick up the poison tower, the inferno tower, the eagle artillery as well as an X-bow in there, and typically you're going to want to try and do that fairly early on in the attack, but not too early that the defenses wouldn't even have any impact. But at the point when these defenses start to hit your troops is exactly when you want to use those overgrowth spells. So continuing on through here, you'll see that royal champion picks up loads and loads of value there from the ability, able to get those hog riders coming out. The hog puppet, absolutely one of my favorite abilities. I love seeing all those hog riders coming into any attack. And this one, we don't really end up having many witches. We have a couple that of course were deployed with that queen at the start, pushing around this right hand side of the base, but the heavy hitters for this one are going to be those heroes. The royal champion getting loads and loads of value, just continuing to crush through the back end of this one, and this is a really fast attack. It's very simple to do. You guys could see how fast we were able to do everything and bring in that 3-star, but we do have 2 more examples of this strategy, so we'll jump straight in and we'll break them down as well. Okay, now we have a centralized town hall compartment in this one. Lots of really heavy defenses in and around there, but we're going to go about this the exact same way. We have the queen first of all coming in, we have the unicorn on her, a couple of witches going to be coming in just to help support. Typically you're going to want those defenses to target your queen so those witches can do work in behind. We're then going to be bringing down that siege barracks and a couple of witches if you wish on that top section of the base, and then once that funnel has been created on either side, we are going to look to bring in the Root Riders first, the witches in behind. And here we go. We do have that 1 overgrowth spell, so keep that in the back of your mind. You're going to want to deploy that. We're using a couple of skeleton spells early on. Typically you're going to want to use those skeleton spells just to tank for those heavy hitting heroes or defenses that could potentially take down your Root Riders before they've really done too much work. Clan Castle troops are going to be coming out, causing us a few issues. You'll see those Root Riders have taken some pretty serious damage, so we're going to want to try and use that Eternal Tome ability right there. You'll see perfect timing on that, making sure we catch as many troops as possible, because that healing tome is also going to be working at the same time, getting us through into that town hall compartment, taking that down. Now bear in mind, once that town hall has gone down, probably the majority of your witches and skeletons are going to fall as well. King unfortunately does go down to the single target inferno, but that is not the end of the world. Now you'll notice we had a couple of Valkyries swinging around the outside of the base. Those were in our clan castle, and for this one we used that overgrowth spell over on the double X-bow scatter shot compartment on that left hand side of the base, but we still have plenty left up. We even have 3 spells to help us support 2 freeze and 1 invisibility. That invisibility typically works really well in combination with your heroes, like we can see in the core right there. I also like to use it on the Royal Champion when she starts to take a little bit of damage. Remember, when you do pop that Royal Champion's ability with this equipment, you'll get that 1 second of invisibility that you can use to try and maybe get you through a single target Inferno or the Monolith or something like that, because the hogs will come out, they'll tank for her, and then you can clear up the base. But then again, we have another 3-star. The Queen and the RC, they're going to be the last ones left up on this attack. But honestly, this is one of those attacks that I'm not guaranteeing you a triple every single time. But for those of you who are kind of pushed for time, you want to just do a quick spam attack, you maybe don't have time to plan, this is always a really good option, because you can literally just go ahead, spam those troops in. The funnel is super simple, and then hopefully you're going to bring in that 3-star. So progressing on to the third and final example, we have more of a kind of diamond style base, I suppose you could call it. This is something you might see when you are trophy pushing, but you guys can see we're going to be using that skeleton spell just to tank for the siege barracks when it comes in, so the cannons and the rest of the defenses in there can't target that siege barracks straight away. Queen with the double witch going to be coming in from that left hand side of the base, and then we're using that second skeleton spell to tank for the monolith as we make progress through from this 12 o'clock section of the base. Root Riders opening up those wall sections, allowing those witches and those skeletons, of course, to make their way right in towards that town hall compartment. We're going to see there are all of those Valkyries in a big line coming out through that right hand side. They end up doing a really nice job at creating that funnel. Try to time that Eternal Tome ability and the Healing Tome, of course, when you're going to be able to take down the Town Hall. Unfortunately, we got it slightly wrong there, meaning our troops do end up in the Town Hall, but luckily for us, the healing effect from the Tome does last a fair amount of time, and that should hopefully help the majority of our troops continue to push on through. Using that Overgrowth spell over there on that left hand side of the base, this time just going to be on only a couple of defenses, maybe could have got slightly more value from that. The Queen still somehow going strong over on that left hand side, her ability of course giving her those healer puppets, definitely helping to keep her up with that kind of mini Queen charge. Royal Champion now joining the fray here, still got her ability in hand as well, freeze and invisibility just to help us push on through. Plenty of witches left up, but unfortunately that multi-target Inferno could potentially be a little bit troublesome. So some of those defenses you're going to want to watch out for when it comes to your witches, multi-target Infernos, scatter shots, as well as the Town Hall itself. Those are the kind of 3 defenses that can kill off your witches. When it comes to your Root Riders, it's going to be the enemy heroes, monolith, single target Infernos, and even enemy clan castle troops. But if you try to think of a plan for each one of those, whether it be the skeleton spells to tank for your Root Riders or the kind of free spells, overgrowth spells to help your witches, you're definitely going to be seeing a lot of 3-stars. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I would remind you guys to enter that giveaway if you haven't already. All you have to do, like the video, leave a comment down below, it could be anything you want, and subscribe to us here at the Barracks. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.